All right, I have the Punisher, Muhammad Mokaev, on the show for the first time now, who fights next at UFC London on July the 23rd when he meets Charles Johnson. Muhammad, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah,
Of
well, I,
course.
I want to start first off with your excitement level to be fighting back in England. I mean, the crowd just popped when you walked down to fight Cody Durden. So how excited are you to be back fighting in London, England?
Very excited, like I could have choose July 2nd, International Fight Week, fight in America, but I choose to fight on fight night card in London, because I felt the atmosphere already, especially I'm gonna be not gonna be first on us last time.
Right.
I will be on main card this time.
So do you feed off of that energy when you're feeling that from the fans and the crowd and they're cheering for you in particular? Does that even hype you up even more than you already are?
100%. I think that's what makes me different between training in the gym and fighting. When I get inside the cage, I perform better because I have so many people watching.
So run me through that fight with Cody Durden. I know it was kind of a short fight, and you guys are training together now at ATT. How pleased overall are you with your performance against him? I got to imagine it was a nice feather in your cap, and you got to be pretty happy about it.
It's really good, to be honest. Like first day I came here, first day we were partnered with each other to train. I was surprised his strength, the man got strength. Uh, in the fight, anything can happen, but he's a strong dude, and he actually won the fight in 80 seconds yesterday.
Yeah, he looked very good. Were you impressed by his performance?
Yes, I was happy. I'm very happy. I was very happy for him. He's got a kid. He's got a family. So I spoke to him. He just does everything for the family. So I have to respect this.
Was it weird for you initially to have to train with him when you came to ATT after fighting him just such a short time ago?
Not really, because I had like 23 amateur fights, and like imagine so many guys I fought. I have met them in the gyms in the past, so it's kind of normal for me.
Okay, understood. Well, tell me a little bit about ATT, how this camp has been thus far, and who some of your main training partners have been.
Amazing, to be honest. Pantoja is one of the main sparring partners here. There's Rizvana Boyev. There's Su, Chinese guy, top 15 in my division, and Pedro Muniz. There's so many guys over here, so like we have trained together.
What do you think of this upcoming fight Pedro has with Mr. O'Malley? What's your early prediction?
I believe Pedro rock him.
Get the finish? You think he gets the finish there?
I believe.
Okay. Now, as far as moving forward with training camps, is ATT going to be in your future? Like, what's that balance going to be like? Are you going to move there full time, or are you going to kind of come every now and then?
If I'm in States, for 100%, I'm going to be training here. Amazing facility, great atmosphere. Dan Lambert, owner of the gym, is just like he's here every day watching us. So it's something. It's not just like a business for him. He loves this. So it's great atmosphere. Of course, if I fight in America, I will come back here. But I think I will fight Abu Dhabi in October. Mm-hmm. So I'll prepare somewhere in Middle East.
Are you liking the weather down there in Florida? It's pretty hot.
Amazing, better than UK.
Very good. Now I've got to ask you this. You've been one of the top prospects in the world for a very long time before you even made the transition to turn pro, and now here you are. You really seem to be someone that a lot of people feel like is a future champion. How difficult has it been for you to kind of keep your mindset where it needs to be, where maybe you don't get too high on yourself, because there's a lot of people telling you how great you are?
Yes, that's why I came here and live at the dorms in ATT. I could have get better place. I mean, like an apartment or anything like this. But I want to mentally, when you're hungry, I think you perform better. That's why I came back to a little bit hungry life. And I want to put even better performance on UFC card in London this time. And, yeah, I haven't done anything huge yet. I have more to come. My main goal is UFC belt, and after UFC belt, maybe I change, but I try best not to change before UFC belt.
Okay, I understand that, my man. Give me your prediction of Kai Kara France and Brandon Moreno. That's around the corner. How do you see that title fight going?
I think, to be honest, Kai France win.
Really? How do you think he gets it done?
Because striking wise, I think Kai France better. City Kickboxing, they have amazing striking, and but wrestling wise, Moreno doesn't have the skills, and to take him down, to destroy his striking, it will be like a standing up fight.
Okay, well, I can't wait for it. I'm sure you'll be watching intently too, whenever that does come to fruition here. Now, as far as the cut to 125 for you, I just wanted to ask you what that's like. How big do you get when you're, in outside of training camp, let's say?
Yeah, I can be like 155 easy, but not fat guy, but just I don't get fat, It's just maybe water, maybe I don't know, and then I'm coming down soon.
Have you ever considered down the line maybe fighting at bantamweight, or is flyweight just that's the weight class you're going to be at regardless?
To be honest, I had only one flyweight since 2017. That was my UFC debut. First time I make since 5 years, maybe no, yeah, 4 or 5 years I make flyweight. But I fought bantamweight before. All my amateur fights was bantamweight. Some of professional fights was bantamweight, and maybe in the future. But at the moment, I focus on flyweight. I want to get to the top. I have maybe 3 fights in this division.
Okay, well, things are going great so far. Let's talk about this matchup. UFC London, July 23rd. Charles Johnson is 11-2. It's a tough opponent. Break this one down for me. What challenges does he present here in this fight?
Challenges, I think I present to him more than he does to me. He's a good striker, decent striker. He has good cardio, but very big problem in wrestling, in grappling, huge gap in those games. It's hard to find these days round fighter. It's either good striker or either good grappler, But I believe I'm more round fighter than Charles Johnson.
Do you think this fight goes the distance? What's your prediction here?
I don't think it will go to distance. I will finish him.
All right, and I got to ask you about Paddy Pimblett. This is a guy that is getting a lot of attention here, a very colorful personality, and he's on this card as well, taking on Jordan Levitt. What is your overall takeaway of him as a fighter? How good do you think he can be?
No, he cannot. He definitely not reaching top 15. I just don't like this guy. I'm not hater of. I just don't like this guy.
Do you think at some point down the line you would fight him at all, even if it was at a catch weight? Is that something if it came to?
If he makes featherweight, I will fight featherweight against him. I'll go and fight featherweight. I'll sign any contract. I'll fight for free. It's not just words. I'll do it. I don't think he's a actually legit fighter. If he gets opponent, I don't know, a wrestler, he'll get. If you watch fight against Bakson and not Narimani, what they did to him, and they both not in UFC anymore. You know what I mean? So if you look at his losses in Cage Warriors.
Yeah, sign me up, man. I'd love to see that. And I'm sure the MMA fans out there worldwide would love to see it if that does ever happen down the line. Well, listen, I appreciate your time here today. I know you got things to do and training to get to. But again, Mokaev meets Charles Johnson, July the 23rd at UFC London. Before I do let you go, man, I want to give you the floor. Please tell people where they can follow you on social media. And if you have anyone to thank, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank my team. KHK and American Top Team for the support, the Prince of Bahrain and Twins, Cheers Enough, and my management Paradigm, and all you guys who supporting us through the media.